What's up, guys? Pope here with a new episode of Kerbal Space Program Space Storm. Now, this episode is going to be kind of different from what I've been doing here recently. This is going to be a lot of cutscenes and a lot of really just just really little tedious things here and there. Now, this one, right now, what I'm doing, I'm kind of, like I said, trying to get some money. Money is kind of a big issue, so I created this plane to do a mission, well, a couple of missions really, is where I gather or take a flight report at these two locations right here, and so that's kind of what I'm doing now. I'm flying over to those, and luckily it's the below a certain altitude ones, and if you've ever played this game, you understand that planes don't go that high, so I try to pick the ones that are below. That way I don't have to shoot a rocket over there and take something real quick, throw a parachute, and all of a sudden I'm saved. That way, it just works better. And I also picked out Valentine, Kerman. Actually, no, that's Jebediah. Okay, so scratch that. Jebediah is back on the run, running around and doing things like Jebediah does. Still haven't got my t-shirt, squad, so yeah, we're going to need to go ahead and do something about that. I really want my t-shirt. Regardless, we're flying around. These take way too long. But that's, just part of it. Just kind of part of it. I will give a big shout out to Morpheus Zero. A lot of these episodes were kind of pre-recorded, and so I got a ton of footage in until he finally told me that something I've been doing wrong, and now I fixed it. And let's go ahead and take that flight report. There it is. Don't even have to have anything. Just that's all I need. See, there it goes. Got it. And let's make a turn. But yeah, apparently whenever I go into space, and for some reason I could not, and you'll notice in these couple of episodes, I cannot make adjustments like scheduled burns and things like that. So I kind of was really just upset because I couldn't figure it out, and he showed me how to fix that, or how to do that. So big shout out to him. He saved the series. Not really. I was y'all were gonna see me fail a lot, and I was just I don't know, it was gonna be ugly, like real ugly. But regardless, we're broke, so we're doing missions as we should be, as broke people should be doing. So we're doing them. Is that? Oh, that's the temperature. I took a temperature gauge. Those are important things too, that way you get some more science, a little bit stuff like that. So those are good. Need those. This plane design was kind of strange because I had to offset things, rotate them, and just trying to get a good level flying plane. It's become difficult. I know on some of my other saves, not in this one, but in the other ones, I was having trouble actually getting planes to stay level. Like they would just literally jump off the runway and bounce up and down the runway the whole way, and I could never get one to keep the nose up. And I think I figured it out, but probably didn't. You're probably still going to see me crash a lot. So, or just see me build some really ugly planes. That's probably more along the lines of what's going to happen. Because, yeah, it's going to be bad. Real bad. But it's just part of it. Part of how we're going to be doing this game. I will say this has gotten, it's starting to show the toughness by doing some of these or playing this way, because I'm used to having like jacked up science and jacked up funds coming in, and so it's difficult. It's a challenge, and I mean I'm enjoying the challenge of making sure my funds are taken care of. I'm taking in enough money, making sure that everybody doesn't die, because it's really expensive to get a new Kerbal knot. So we're gonna make sure that we're keeping them alive. For sure. Got to make sure they're staying alive. Kerbal's alive. Kerbal's alive. You guys know the song. Y'all know the song. Don't even act like you don't. Don't act like y'all didn't sing that at some point while playing the game. Kerbal's alive. Yeah, that's it. You guys know. You guys know. Now, as I said, I really am trying to kind of keep this as a time frame standpoint. So if you notice some of these jumps, don't fret. Like I said, there's a couple of cuts in this just to kind of save time. That way you guys don't see everything. Just long, drawn-out processes. I did jump to this so you guys can see that I do land. That's what I want to try and keep on, is just the notion that you guys understand that I am I'm going all the way through on this, like landings, everything, and I want to try and get them back to our base if I can. And so that's why I could have just landed on the ground and just captured the plane, or recovered plane. I don't know why I would say capture, it's mine. Which I guess if you capture it, it's yours. But that's kidnapping also. So don't kidnap, that's bad. Yeah, anyways. So, wanted to show you guys me landing. And come to a complete stop. Yay! Fun stuff. Now in this right here, I wanted, like I said, I needed money. So we spawn in a just a regular thing. It wanted me to test this, and then also test this, which was really funny because I didn't know what I was getting into testing it. That's hilarious to me. If you guys don't get the joke, then it's just that's funny. That is funny stuff right there. Funny. And now we jump ahead. Now I did a mission, of course. We need to get into orbit, so that's what we're doing right here. We're gonna send this thing into orbit. Like it or not, people, we're going. We're on our way. Yes, we are. Just me, you, and Jebediah. Because he's the best. Still haven't gotten my Jebediah t-shirt. I'm gonna get my Jeb shirt. Let's go. Wibbly wobbly. There we go. That was close. Solid rocket again to get us into the upper atmosphere. And fortunately, we weren't too high, because those have a tendency of getting us. They can't run out, and so that thing got stuck there for a second. And that is muy no bueno. Don't need to get stuck in our own things, and then we can't actually get over there. And yep, there we go. So we have a trajectory of space, outer space. So we're going to go ahead and get up there. Because again, these are important things. Say it with me, people. Important things. If you didn't say it, then you are not a good listener. And yeah, I'm talking to you. You know who you are. You're not a good listener. It's okay. I'm not hating or anything. I think this is kind of a douchebag move. But regardless, almost there. And then we'll do a burn to actually get the orbit. And the orbit burns are kind of weird now. May have been, part of the update. I don't know. Very possible. I don't see why it wouldn't be. But we are almost to the orbit, and you can see the periapse appear right there. And we are in orbit. So, because we are in orbit, what we need to do now is, we're going to lose communication, so it doesn't really matter. But, let's just do some of our stuff. We're not going to get much science from it because we've already been to space and done all these. But we can get a little bit, and that's what we're hoping for. Actually, I think the thermometer we can get a good chunk. We do. Actually, we get a good chunk of it, which is a good thing. And let's take an EVA report. Tons of science, which is good. We're going to need tons of science. And if we could ever sell that science, we'll get a ton of money for those tons of science that we really just don't have. We don't have a lot of science. I'm just talking about science at this point, like fractions. That's math. What are you doing? Come on, Pope. You know the rules. It is entirely too late for me right now. It's probably not late for you seeing this, but just know, as of me recording, it's pretty late right here, where I'm at. Where are you? I can tell you where you're not. You're not in space with Jebediah like I am. Ha ha! Yeah. That's how late it is. So, let's go ahead. I think we're just trying to get back to the sun. Close to the sun and far from the moon. There it is. Okay. That's what I'm doing. I'm re-entering basically. And I really want to try and get into that desert biome if at all possible, so that's what I'm doing. I'm burning that way it can get me into, which it wasn't really falling as much as it needs to. So that's what we're doing now, is we're kind of tilting it. If you guys don't go towards the planet, you got to think of it like an orbital trajectory. And so you're going to orbit. It's just how the gravity works and the rotation of Kerbal. And so you don't really want to point directly at this planet, because you're really not going to do as much. What you want to do is actually fly against the trajectory. And we made it back into the atmosphere, and here we go, me showing you me landing with a big old kaplump. And now let's do some stuff, because we just landed in the desert, which is cool. We just got to get out of here before the terrorists get here. Yeah, anyways, but like I said, just make sure you go against, so you want to kind of shoot towards the opposite horizon of what you're flying towards, and that's your best way to actually control burn back into the atmosphere. And I think anything lower than 50,000 kilometers will auto kind of force gravity grabs you at that point because of the thickness of the atmosphere. But anyways, guys, that's going to be this episode. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and tune in for episode 4 of Kerbal Space Program Space Storm. Catch you guys later. Peace.